to the pain cave. We're just getting set up for what I will call maybe a low-end sweet spot tempo bike on Zwift. The reason being, I am still wasted from Wednesday. I had some work travel. I did a session using the Street Fly 2s that you may have seen on my last video, and after that session my calves have been basically wrecked. I've not ran since. Today is Saturday and I just feel like I need to get some progression going, but I felt fatigued, tight calves. I did a few treadmill pickups yesterday and they're still tight, so I'm hoping I'll get through this today, pick it up for a bit of a tempo session, flush the legs out, and then a key session tomorrow and get some decent running done, because it's frustrating me. So that's it. So today it's not a race on Zwift, it's just a group ride, but the advertised pace is sort of around sweet spot, low end for me, tight tempo. So see how that goes. All right, let's get the legs flushed out. I've just got to accept the fact that I won't recover as quick, and I think that's on top of already being old and creaky and not recovering quickly. So, and my mindset just have to switch into that and just acknowledge it's actually okay. It shouldn't affect performance as long as I take into account that longer recovery, and when I am recovered I should be able to perform just the same as I was. It's that mindset, isn't it, where you feel you need to train hard, and you, after 2 or 3 days after a hard session, you think, well, I should be going again, and because you don't, it takes longer to recover. You then start fighting yourself internally, don't you, thinking, oh my word, I can't train, therefore I can't perform. I'm sure lots of people have this inner conflict, and I've had that for as long as I can remember, that feeling like I haven't trained hard enough, or I've missed a session, therefore I won't perform as well, or I'll lose speed. It's all that kind of thing, isn't it? Something that even at my ripe old age, after doing this sport for so long, that I need to be aware of. And talking about it to you guys actually helps, so thank you. Kind of helps me sort of solidify that context in my head. Right, talking has now made me lose a group here. It's a New York course, which is really rolling, and it's great in a group, but you do need to concentrate on the ride and put the power down in the right place, because if you don't, you lose that group and then there's no way back. So give us a minute, I'll come back while I put some effort in to catch him. Right team, as you can see, we are 40 minutes into this ride, and on the left we have average power 161, feeling okay. Heart rate 121, feels okay. It's a lumpy course, so the power isn't constant. There is some ups and down, fluctuating. And as we can see on the profile here, we're coming towards the back end of the ride. We've got a KOM, another climb, which is a little one but ends on a KOM. So I've got to make that call whether or not the competitive nature comes out and I fight for the KOM, or I just stick to this kind of tempo low end. The legs aren't feeling great, to be honest. As I said, 4 or 5 days at the moment with work and hard sessions to recover, which is a lot, isn't it? But as I said, it is what it is, and if I can get fresh and perform well when I am fresh, it doesn't really matter. So I'll conserve energy now until these bumps at the end and see how I feel. If it's going okay, then I'll push it. If not, I'll back off. Looks like we're on the KOM, just trying to wind it up. There's a bit of a kicker. There's some big numbers up ahead. 8 watts per kilo. I don't think I'm going to get the KOM. But let's have a constant effort. You can see from the graph, working hard. Here we go. Let's hit it. 15%. I'm gaining on some, not all, 17%. Put some effort in there towards the end and pretty much blew the gasket. I am fatigued. It goes to show how fatigued I actually am, even though I've had recovery days. Like I said, I feel like I should be stronger than I am, and I'm not. So it goes. Tomorrow I want to at least try and do some running and some conditioning, but I'll have to play it easy. Balance between mental, yes I've done some training, and physical. Don't overdo it because I'll be wrecked again for another 5 or 6 days. I do have that 5,000 metre track race coming up next weekend, and I'm not going to gain any more fitness between now and then, but I can make myself more tired and potentially have a terrible run next weekend, and I don't want to do that. I want to be fresh and enjoy it and have fun on the track, even though I will be lapped numerous times, I'm sure, by the fast young people. But I have got a secret hope of getting closer to 18 minutes on the track if the conditions are right. It's very exposed. If it's low wind or no wind, game on. The track should be quicker than the road. If there's a wind, because it is exposed location, and it's going to be a real sufferfest, because I don't think there'll be any shelter from other runners. Apart from when they lap me and come past me, I might get a couple of seconds respite. Right, let's get off this with my jelly legs and get some more recovery and see how I feel tomorrow. We'll catch up then for another status report. Good morning team, welcome back. Same position, different clothes, different session. Yes, today is Sunday and I'm planning a key session today, but as I mentioned, I'm a week out from that track race. The legs have been wrecked, feeling a bit tired and fatigued and all that jazz. So I want a key session, but I just don't want to top up the fatigue too much. I want to try and tease out some form, give me a bit of a mental boost that I've done some decent training. So I'm not going to go ballistic today. Yes, that session yesterday on the bike ended up being quite hard with tired legs. Don't feel too bad on this warm up at the moment. So what's the session today then? I'm going to warm up on the bike, just a spin, nothing structured, just get some blood flowing through the old joints. And then I'm going to do a key session, as in some plyometrics, strength mixed with some run strides. But I'm going to do those strides downhill. Now to get this right, I think you need a relatively shallow downhill descent, not a mammoth one that's going to pummel the legs. Just something that will encourage a faster leg turnover, that's the intent. So I'll do a set of conditioning, jog out, set of strides, and do those as repeats. No set quantity really, I'll just go by feel I think, and see how, for number one, the calves are running. Blimey, 4 days on, still feel it from those 200 metre reps in the street flies, and also this groin niggle that I'm managing at the moment, and see how that fares with the running and conditioning. Right, let's get this done. Bit of a warm up, and I'll see if I can record this session. The sun is out, should be pleasant. Right, first little run, and I'm wearing the Nike Vaporfly 3s because they're nice and squidgy to protect the legs. Calf doesn't feel too bad. I'm actually just gonna run. I might run with my natural foot plant. I think I may have concentrated too hard on a 4-foot foot plant when I wore those street flies. Kind of knocked me out of kilter. I should just run how I run and make use of the shoes just as they come. So we're going to do a few strides, then back to the pain cave and do a round of conditioning, and I'll alternate these run strides with one kind of squat movement, one kind of hammy glute focus movement, and some core. So this is going to be the stride slightly downhill stretch. You probably can't see it on the film, but it's just the right kind of incline, or decline I should say, about 80 meters long, maybe 100 if you go right to the end. But it's a good little stretch, just to get the legs spinning over without putting too much stress on that rather fatigued calf. Strides done. I think overall it feels like there's some run form in there. It's just, I need to get rid of this damage I've done to the legs, and the calf is starting to feel a specific knot in my right calf from those 200s. It's better than it was, but I feel like if I'm gonna carry on doing these strides, the risk is it's not going to recover fully by next week. And I guess as nothing I do today is going to make me any fitter for next week, I should stop doing this run and just do some more conditioning that doesn't affect the calf. And yeah, mentally disappointing, but also promising, because I think if I can get rid of this fatigue and damage I've done to the legs just through normal recovery, I think there is some good run form in there, as I say. But yeah, my legs calves are spasming now, which isn't great after a maximum of what, 4k with just a few strides. So definitely worth erring on the side of caution. Let's can the running now, finish off the session with some more conditioning, controlled, maybe a spin on the bike, get the blood flowing, and then recover, spend the rest of the day recovering. Oh man, 5 days recovery. Oh well, sucks being old. So that's the session done, folks. I know I wanted a kind of recovery key session, but it really feels like I've not even got warm because I had to cut those runs back, and I didn't want to make any of the fatigue in my legs worse by maxing out on the plyometrics and the conditioning. So I kind of felt like I was going through the motions, but some weird spasms in my calves. Definitely the right call to end the session. But like I said, I think underneath all the aches and pains and spasms at the moment, it did feel like there was some good run form in there. But my groin's niggling, my calves niggling. Man, I guess I just need some elongated rest, don't I? And I'm eking out the last bit of ability to do these races that I've committed to. I suppose the call is make a judgment, is it worth doing it or is it not? I think the track race is worth doing next Sunday, a week today, and I will make a considered judgment, shall we say, on Thursday, Friday, to see what kind of shape I'm in, bearing in mind again, I'm away with work on Wednesday and Thursday, so there's travelling and fatigue, sleep stuff. I always seem to end up pretty tired, and we'll just have to see how it goes. That's life, isn't it? So I think I waffled on enough. Quite an interesting session. I did really enjoy it, actually, getting outside in the sun, so mentally it was good for me. Just need to stop pedalling now because my groin's hurting, which is bizarre. I guess that's some of the bouncy stuff I've been doing, you know, easy plyometrics. Right, time to get myself sorted. Okay, you guys will be all running away thinking, oh man, that guy drones on like nothing else, doesn't he? I don't want to watch him anymore. Right, let's get this finished, get inside, might get the massage gun out, and we'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Maybe a visit to the track. Okay, thanks for joining, see you next time.